Hey, what's up guys, it's the Chaz here bringing you a new video on Duel Links, and today I am showcasing a few decks for you and going over some questions I was asked on the last video and going to answer them, and yeah, just make a video on Duel Links today. So the first thing that I'm going to do is showcase the Fiend deck that I had planned for today, and yeah, we'll do a few battles with that and I'll showcase it and stuff. This is the deck if I can get over to a Shizu, because I use balance and I like using balance on the Shizu because the Shizu's cool. I really want to get balance on Bakura, but I've not been fortunate and I don't want to start grinding skills just to get balance because I'm still trying to get 3-star demotion. Yeah, so this is the deck, another 3-star demotion deck. Not 3-star demotion, I've got that on the brain now because I've been farming for it this morning as well. This is another dimensional gate, enemy controller, take your opponent's monsters and cause mayhem. So it's, you run your NercoFEAR, it would be better if we had to, but Konami hates us. We run NercoFEAR, we run the dog, which you can get from the card shop, pretty cheap because it's rare as well. That allows you to get a level 8 Fiend from your deck and add it to your hand, so that can be your NercoFEAR, and you can also use the dog to grab some other stuff, like the other Fiend from the card trader. That level 8 Fiend monster, which stops quick play, is really good. I got 3 of them, and I'm still trying to make a really good Fiend deck based on that. We're also running Jowls again in this deck because he is a Fiend. So your Jowls gets attacked, you take control of their monster, and then it's yours basically, if you've got a face down D-gate. And we're running Dark Mimics just for draw power. It's really weak, so if they'll attack into it, you'll get a free card out of it, and it classes as a Fiend in your graveyard. It's a pretty simple deck, and we're running 2 Security Orbs just to say no to Harpies or anything that would like to destroy our back row. Really cool deck. I enjoy using this. I've got a few good wins with it. And yeah, and I saw as well in the comments that some of you are saying that you've only got 2 D-gates or you've only got 2 enemy controllers. Is there anything that you can replace them with? And the best suggestion I have is run one Wild Tornado and Twister. So instead of like I think it was the Mako deck I was using yesterday, and some of you are like, I almost have all the cards, but I'm just missing 1 or 2. So I'll just go over it again, and then I'll show you what you can take or add, because it is a really powerful deck. So here's the Drown deck. So if you don't have like a 3rd enemy controller, replace it with a not a Twister or what is it? Storm. Replace it with a Storm, and then have like a Wild Tornado, and you should be fine. Because that way, when your dimensional gates get blown up, or you're using your dimensional gates to banish stuff, you can just use Storm, destroy your entire back row, destroy all their back row, and then yeah, you'll be able to activate. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. So yeah, if you don't have either one of these 2 cards, just run Storm and Tornado, Wild Tornado. So yeah, another thing someone was saying in my comments yesterday, I put the King of Games logo on the thumbnail and I was only in Gold 4, and then he started having a go at me. So right now I'm in Plat 1, so we'll be testing this Banish deck. Not Banish deck, this NercoFEAR deck in Platinum 1, which will be pretty cool. Your strategies have no potatoes. I'm sorry if you can hear a kid shouting outside. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's summer holidays though, so the children are going wild. I have got some really good duels with this Fiend deck. I forgot I was in a duel room. I was testing out a Psychic deck with one of my buddies yesterday. That's pretty cool. And the reason why I haven't put the deck list on the side is because I'll be showcasing like a few decks. So this is going to be a pretty long video, but I'm going to give you loads of information about different decks. I'm going to talk about the new box as well, with the cards that are inside of it. And I will show you a few duel replays real quick. Because, yeah, this one right here that I'm hovering over, this is with the NercoFEAR deck that I just showed you. And it is unreal, it's pretty cool. I'll show it off now, or I'll take a sip of my cup of tea, because I'm British. I'm just showing this off real quick before I jump into duels to show that even when you're facing Harpy Hunting Ground with a trap heavy deck, or a spell trap heavy deck, it can work out really strong in your favour. And just to that one hater that was talking poop about me, there's my King of Games icon. And I will hit King of Games this season just because that one guy was having a go. Because usually I don't have the time to hit King of Games, but I'll do it. Just to prove a point. So as you can see, it's the exact same deck with the Fiends and everything, and he's got Harpies on some ground. And they're going first, which is devastating, because with this deck you pick up so much momentum going first. So I'm just throwing down my cards. I put down my dog just to get NercoFEAR to my hand sooner than later. And I got a Security Orb face down, which is perfect for when they bring out a Harpy. And yeah, I put down another Security Orb and a Jowls, so I'm in really, really good shape right now. I think he's... So, as you can see, he's running like a vanilla bird face. Yeah, a vanilla bird face deck. So he's got his order to charges and all that kind of stuff. So I do the smart move, and I think I take his vanilla just so he can't order to charge. I would have took his bird face, but yeah. So this way, as you saw what I did, I took his vanilla so he can order to charge, and then Econ took his bird face, so there's nothing you can do about it. And then I pull out NercoFEAR, and yeah. From that one turn, I just took control of the entire duel, and it was pretty crazy, as you can see. I had one monster face down on the field, and from that, I went from having that one Gels to 3 monsters. There's the other charge, I called it. So he destroys my NercoFEAR, but it comes back at the end of the turn, I think. There's Security Orb. I just don't want to take quite a lot of damage, so I'll just use it there. And NercoFEAR's ability kicks in. I take his bird face, so he won't be able to pull a Harpy. I summon that in attack just so I can enemy controller and go for the game. This is what I'm on about. This is what I'm talking about, how powerful this Fiend take deck is. As you saw, I didn't really attack with any of my monsters. I just took all their monsters every time they summoned one. I took control of it and then just keeps hitting them in the face of it. It's so powerful. It's so cool. And then I'll show you one more where this guy actually managed to get Harpies on the field. It was really, really cool. The whole point of this deck is what you just saw. For them to just summon their monsters and you just go, no, their monsters are now my monsters, and just take control of their entire field as fast as possible. It's a really, really, really fun deck, and as you can see, it can be pretty powerful against the meta, because they're not expecting it whatsoever. Especially if you're using a Shizu, because usually people, I think with a Shizu they use Handless Beatdown, and especially when they see balance, like, oh, this guy's got Handless Beatdown, and then next thing you know, boom, you got control of their entire field. So this duel is really, really good. So they got an extra deck, and I was just like, they're just using that to, oh no, this is my Handless Beatdown deck. So you're about to witness a Handless Beatdown deck. I use a different one, as you can see, because I've got balloons and stuff. I might showcase this if you guys are interested. It's not that like super expensive Handless Beatdown. It's just got like a few balloons, some enemy controllers, and some random spells. And I think I completely destroy this person. So as you can see, I've got 2,000 beaters on the field, and there's not much this person can do. Yep. They're just throwing everything as much as they can down. And look at this. So much stuff. Watch this. This play is insane. I attack a Wild Tornado to destroy their mirror wall. They enemy controller to take control of my monster. And then I'm like, yo, what do you think you're doing, man? I enemy controller to take my monster back and hit him in the face for game. I had to save that replay because it was just like, tribute take, no, tribute take, it's mine, victory. That was pretty cool as well. Mako. And I'll just leave the rest because, yeah, you don't want to see that Weaver one anyway. It's too filthy. So let's just jump into some battles with the deck. As you see, I've been on a giant win streak at Gold 5 right there. I'm in Platinum 1 right now. And let's see if we can keep climbing, even though I'm using a non-meta kind of crazy deck. We'll see what we can do. And if it doesn't work off camera, I'll just use one of my Gravekeeper decks or something stupidly powerful. and then get to King of Games, and then showcase all of these duels, well, decks for you. Because that way it can't be demoted, and that way people will be happy for when I put King of Games logos in the thumbnails. So we'll probably... Ooh! 3-star demotion. Oh yeah, and if any of you guys have got this far, if you want to add me inside the game, just search the Jazz and send me a friend's request, and I will most likely accept it. Because I like having quite a few friends on this game, just so I can like be like, yo, you want a random battle? I'm testing a deck, and yeah, stuff like that. So we're going first, and we got a perfect hand. We'll set the gels. We'll set Dimensional Gate, because this guy's going to do his 4-star demotion thing, and we're about to take control of his Dark Magician most likely, and cause mayhem. But he's got red ice, everything, so he might be running a red ice deck, we'll find out. Oh no! Oh, it's only in. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. It is fine. Thank God he didn't target the other one. There's the 3-star demotion. What's he gonna bring out? There'll be a Barrel Dragon. Oh, it's a Joan. That's fine. Ooh, double summon. That's also fine. This guy's going in hard. So he's going to go in for battle. And then we will take the one that hasn't attacked yet. He gains 200. That's fine. And then we'll activate our Dimensional Gate. That's our Joan now. We draw. Ooh. Now I think the best play is to throw down the Dark Mimic and then throw down the dog, because we've only got one Fiend in the graveyard so far. And this way we might draw into like some more enemy controllers or Dimensional Gates, and we'll try and take control of his other Joan. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, 3-star demotion. He's going down to 200 life points. This man's crazy. Please don't flip 2 heads. He didn't flip the 2 heads. We are in good shape. Yeah, we're in really good shape now, because he should have attacked with his Barrel Dragon first. Because now we can activate our Dimensional Gate. And his Barrel Dragon won't be able to get over it. Ooh, and we drew into a Jowls as well. Wait, how many? 2. We will set the dog. I really want to Clyde into his Joan, just so he stops gaining life points, but I'm terrified of the Barrel Dragon, so I'll probably just attack into his Barrel Dragon. And hopefully he doesn't have a Sphere Creeper in his hand, or else he's gaining quite a lot of life points. There we go. Oh, we gained 2,600 life points, devastating for him. If he collides into us, does he gain 2,800 life points? Is that a thing? We'll find out now. This is a really good duel. Oh no, he gave up. He gave up. Oh, we had loads of combos on the go. We was about to get our NercoFEAR pretty soon in our hand. We was going to draw some more cards. I really wanted to see if I could take control of his other Joan as well. But as you can see, just from that one duel, this deck is devastating, especially if your opponent's running really, really strong monsters, because you're just taking control of them all. So I'll do one more duel with this deck. I'll showcase it to you one more time, just in case you didn't get it at the beginning of the video, and then we'll move on to the next one. So let's see what we face now. And as you can see, it's a really, really, really fun deck to use as well. It's pretty consistent as well, but sometimes you can just draw like complete dead hands. Or if they just completely fill up the field, and then it's just, it can get tedious sometimes, but it does work. And a guy used a similar deck to this and got to King of Games during the championship thing, which is pretty cool. So we are going against a King of Games Harpies deck. How original. I just want to know which variants is it going to be. And well, the skill doesn't kind of matter, but I like using balance just so I get a trap, a spell, and monsters. So you're like mostly guaranteed to get your dimensional gate and an enemy controller first hand. Well, just from that start that he got, I'm just gonna say it's a Order to Charge because that's the most scariest Harpy deck to me. If it lets me put down this enemy controller, that'd be great. And then we'll throw down Jowls? Or do we save Jowls? I'll throw it down. Because our D-gate's most likely going to get destroyed by a Harpy right now. We'll see. With this lineup against Harpies, it can be a little bit like you got a 50% chance to win. What's he going to target? Oh, and he did target the freaking... Wait, if I enemy controller take his Harpy right now... I don't know. I don't know if I can pop it or not. I'll see if I can do this. Do this. Tribute that. Take control of his bird. Will it give me time to actually activate the D gate before it pops off? Oh no, it didn't. I was seeing if I could like quickly enemy controller take. But it didn't work. We're about to take a really hard hit to the face right now. But we'll just... yeah, we'll have to just throw this down. We was in really good shape, but unfortunately they picked the dimensional gate over the enemy controller. If they picked the enemy controller, I think we would have been in good shape. Because we would have thrown his Harpy into defense, he would have attacked with his duck, and then we would have took control of his duck. Yeah, we're in really, really bad shape. We're gonna live with 200 life points. Oh, no, we're gonna die. I thought it was gonna attack with a duck first. But like I said, there's a really high chance you're gonna lose against freaking this deck. I have got like Harpy Hunting Round and all the cards to make Harpy decks, but it's so boring. I once used it and I just got bored after the second duel. It's just a dull deck. I'm not dissing you if you use a Harpy deck. If it works for you, use it. But to me, I just have no fun whatsoever with it, and I don't feel like good about myself using such a... Ooh, SR gem for losing. Not bad. So let's try and not demote to gold again. Even though the next deck I might use is a little bit silly, but it could work. Actually, should I showcase that deck or use a different deck? Because I'll quickly go over the deck I was going to showcase. Do a few battles with. But I might wait until I actually get to King Games before using decks like this. But this deck, I was versing a couple of mates with some test decks, and they beat every single one of them, and they started getting on my nerves because they're like, ah, we beat the Jazz blah blah. So I'm like, okay, face me, I'll use a bug deck, and I used this bug deck on them, and I beat him every single time because of how fast it was. So we got 3 grass shoppers, because I'm farming for the Cocoon of Evolutions, but none of them are dropping, but I've pulled 3 of everything else. So we got the 3 grass choppers, we got 3 skull marked ladybugs to gain 1000 health. We got this guy as well, the pinch hopper, gets destroyed, you can special summon an insect from your hand. We got this guy from Card Trader, Arsenal Bug, 2000 beta, 2000 defense, it's pretty powerful. And insects, this card, really good. Tribute one of your monsters, special summon an insect from your deck, which is 1 level higher. As you can see, they're 4-star, 4-star, and then 5-star. And if you tribute one of them, you gain 1000 life points, pretty powerful. And D-gate's in there just because you know me and D-gate. And yeah, a few other things I want to talk about before I end the video, because I want to grind to King of Games first and then showcase all these cool decks to you. Is the new box, because people are asking about the new box and new decks and stuff. I am working on a counter spell deck and a psychic deck, There's a few other decks that I'm working on, but I want to get these ones perfected first because everyone is pooping on the counter spell deck, and I want to prove them wrong. But I just need to open up a few more packs to get a few more cards, and then I should be in good shape. But people forget that Cerberus, spell counter Cerberus. Look, gains 500 for each spell counter. And it was one of the first cards in the game. I think people forgot all about this guy being, well, using spell counters. So he works really, really well in the deck. And when you got, like, the field spell, and other things where you can, like, keep swapping around spell counters and stuff, you can actually get super powerful. And I absolutely love this card. It's so cool. Each time you destroy your opponent's monster, you basically gain 200 for each spell counter on it. So you destroy a card, it gains 200. It's already 1,700, so it gains quite a lot of power easy. The only downside is 0 defense, and enemy controller is a thing in so many decks. But this card is basically Cerberus 2.0, and I really like it. 2000 beta, 5-star monster. Each time a spell is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. And it gains 200 attack for each spell counter on the card. You can remove 2 spell counters and destroy. Is it 1 monster? Yeah, remove 2 spell counters from this card, target 1 monster in the field, destroy it. And the best thing about that is you can use the effect multiple times in 1 turn. Because I did it by accident. I found it out. I had like 6 spell counters on it, and then I could keep using its effects, and I just wiped out all the monsters and went for game. But yeah, that's a deck that I'm working on. I don't want to showcase it right now because it's not complete yet, but it will be soon. And what was the other deck? I said Psychic. Yeah, I'll show you my Psychic deck, but I've been swapping it around. It looks hideous right now. But you might also watch Shady Penguin, and Shady Penguin kind of... I'm not dissing the guy. He's a cool guy. I really like Shady Penguin, but he doesn't know anything about Psychic type monsters because he's like, why would I pay 2,000 life points to activate a Psychic monster's ability and all that kind of stuff? It kind of made me laugh a little bit because you do pay quite a lot of life points for Psychic types. Feels well. Brain Research Lab. Basically, whenever you'd like pay life points to activate a Psychic monster's ability, you can put a counter on this instead. So you don't take any life points whatsoever by your Psychic monsters. And I'm trying to run Bazoo in the deck as well, because you banish your Psychic type monsters and then other Psychic type monsters get their abilities. So I'm trying to find out a good way of implementing Bazoo into a Psychic deck to try and make it work better and have like a really hard hitting beta, because most of them are 2,700 and 2,600. I do have quite a lot of Psychic cards, it's just finding the right deck. So I'm working really hard on that deck because I've got a really strong feeling Psychics can be meta. Yeah, so I just want to pull like 2 more of these guys as well because it's pretty powerful. So yeah, you don't need to use life cost 0 or any of that shit. You just need to make sure. Yeah. So as you can see, oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to showcase that Fiend deck one more time for you, just in case you didn't get it at the beginning of the video. I'll also leave a link in the description to a few of my fun decks, just for you guys. Just because if you made it this far, just go into my the description. It's like a little treat for you. Go into the description, you'll see a link. If you click it, it'll be like a few of my really cool fun decks. So yeah, hopefully some of them decks will help you out. You'll have fun with them, or they'll help you get to King Games. And I know with the championship thing that just ended, I helped like, I think it was over 30 people reach King of Games, which was pretty cool. I'm proud of myself for that. Loads of people were struggling with like getting past plat or being stuck in gold, and everyone kept asking me for deck advice, so I gave them, and I got like 30 people to King Games, so that's pretty cool. So I kind of know my stuff. So here we go, here's the deck again. If you don't have Spear Bowler, you could run like 2 Whiptail Crows, I guess, just for having 2 basic beaters, because there's not, yeah, because the deck has no monsters whatsoever for attack, except for NercoFEAR. Like I said, if you don't have a 3rd dimensional gate or a 3rd enemy controller, run a Wild Tornado and a Storm, and you should be in good shape. Because that way the Storm can wipe out like Harvey's Hunting Ground, it will wipe out your own dimensional gates, bringing back the monsters that you've took. So yeah, pretty good shape. And if there's any other, like, if you've seen one of my decks and you like it but you don't have a few of the cards, just let me know down below and I'll respond with cards that you can replace them with. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.